Hansel is directed by Perkins, and it's an Orin Pictures and Bronze Studios film. The storyline of this one is just an old fairy tale twisted into a horror version of it. The old fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel. But this one is titled Gretel and Hansel. I see what you did there. You twisted the names around. Clever. So I had to watch this one. I really didn't want to, but it's horror based and I love horror films, so I thought maybe this might be good. So I will want to start off this review with the positives. First off, the soundtrack in this movie is incredible. Holy crap. I am actually going to purchase and listen to the soundtrack of this movie. It sets the tone perfectly. Another good thing is the cinematography in this film is top notch. The way they shot the film just made everything very depressing and nasty and eerie. The film just really had a good structure of the environment it wanted you to be in, and that's a positive. I have to give this movie props for that. It gave you a very eerie, uncomfortable atmosphere. They nailed that to the fucking T. The problem is they didn't execute it well. They basically did everything right except for the story, and that's very frustrating because the fucking story is old. You did everything right. The creepiness of the forest, the fucking soundtrack freaks you out, and then you don't get the story right? The story was spoon-fed to you, and you fucked that part up? How? Oh, I forgot. We're trying to make a quick buck. So like I said, the movie had some great things about it. They even had shots of the witch in the dark with a red filter behind her where there's a red light. And man, she is chilling. You are like, damn, this is creepy. But they don't do anything with it. That's my gripe about this movie is they give you everything. Even the actress that played the witch, she was fucking creepy. She creeped me out. And it's hard to creep me out because I'm a horror guy. I've seen it all. It's hard to get me in that mindset, but they nailed it with this one. It's one of those movies where it's a slow burn and you're expecting, okay, you know what, this is slow now and then it's going to pick up, in the third act and then it's going to be really good. No, this one's like, fuck you. We're just going to make it stupid all the way through and there's no payoff. They spent all this time and this energy setting this up and there's no execution at all in this film. You're going to be bored to death. It's really hard to irritate me during a movie, and it's especially hard to get me so bored where I pass out. I literally fucking passed out for like 5 minutes. I must have not missed much because the movie was still slow and boring. My God. There's no storyline really. It's just a girl walking in the forest with her brother and they're like, let's get something to eat. And then, oh, this food's so good. Where do you get your food? And then you find out where the food comes from later on. I won't spoil any of that. And then they just, the next day, back up eating food again. It's like, oh my God, is this movie based off of two kids just eating fucking lunch? Can we do something else, please? And the witch was creepy. We couldn't do anything weird with her. There were a few shots when the girl would have some dream sequences. And those were creepy because they set the atmosphere correctly. It was a very eerie, odd, uncomfortable vibe. But they don't do anything with it at all. It just kind of, she wakes up and she's like, oh, a dream. And then it happens again. Oh, it's another dream sequence. Oh, it's another dream sequence. It's like, can we move the fuck on from the dream sequences? Can we do something with the film in real time, please? We're not doing anything. I'm bored. Fuck. The story was spoon-fed to you. That's something you don't need to work on. All you're doing is twisting the story around to make it creepy and dark. And you couldn't fucking do anything with that? God. So, you keep watching, the music keeps you kind of there, and then you're bored, and you're like, okay, when's this film going to pick up? And I'm sorry to tell you, this is one of those movies that's boring, that has no payoff. So I'm going to have to sadly say that I don't recommend seeing this in theaters, and I honestly do not recommend watching it at home either for free on a streaming service or even renting it. It's just, there's nothing there that's going to satisfy. It's all build up. All of it. All build up. I watched the trailer again before I did this review, and it's not anything. I'm telling you right now, it's not anything that the trailer makes out to be. It's complete fucking manipulation. Everything else about it was great, except for the story which makes no sense because you don't even really have to follow the old tale because this is your twisted version of it. You could have changed a bunch of things, and they don't do anything like that. They don't do anything to keep you really invested. It's just the fucking kids eating constantly, eating lunch. It's like, oh my God, I swear to God, if they have another scene of these fucking kids eating food, I'm gonna lose my shit. Oh shit! And as I'm thinking that, here they are, eating lunch. So if you like watching kids eat lunch and talk to a creepy old woman, this film is for you. If you want something that is scary, this film is not for you. If you want something that's good, that has somewhat of a decent plot line, this film is not for you. Skip it. It sucked. I didn't like it. I was pissed when it was over. The only thing I liked was the soundtrack. I'm going to grade Gretel and Hansel a C-. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. And again, guys, I like making these reviews so I can let you know what's good out there and what isn't. Everyone has different tastes, so I kind of try to give you my opinion to see if you agree with it. If you don't, I'm sorry. Maybe tell me why you don't in the comments below. But I got more reviews coming. Next week, I'm going to be reviewing Birds of Prey. Oh, God, it looks horrible. But I could be wrong, but I don't think I will be. But if you want to find out, hit that subscribe button and I'll let you know. I'll catch you movie fans on the next review.